Greetings, family. What's going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. It's been a journey. It's been a mother friggin' journey, y'all. 2 weeks. Today's day 14. No food. Water fasting with a couple of days of dry fasting in there. I dry fasted for 48 hours twice within the 2 week range. I dry fasted, what, day 4, day 5, and I believe day 8, day 9. I would have to check my old posts just to make sure. But you know, you can read about fasting, you can watch as much YouTube videos as you want, but until you experience this for yourself, like, I had about 2 reflections that you guys could check on my YouTube, but there's like, it's just like day by day is just more knowledge to process for you guys to deliver. But I just want to start off by saying that when you fast, especially like a extended fast, like a water fast that goes past like a day or two, your appreciation for food and what you eat, like, I mean, I can't believe I used to eat without giving thanks. I can't believe I used to just dig into my food like a savage without giving thanks to no divine energy, giving thanks to the universe, God, nobody for my food. Like, how selfish of me, like. And on this journey, you have your days when you fantasize about what you want to eat when you break your fast. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, you know, I'm so thankful for any nutritious piece of food that I ever put in my body. I'm more than thankful, you know. Um, this journey is crazy, guys, and I urge you, if you're gonna start this journey, you really want to do your best to be in solitude, do your best to rest as much as possible, and be very careful of the people that you are around when you're on this journey, because I'm telling you guys, you can become emotional. And we don't have to affiliate being emotional with negative emotions. you know I've been overwhelmed with joy and bliss randomly many times during this fast, like literally have laid in my bed and said, oh my God, I'm so happy. I've had certain issues and problems just like everybody else before I started my fast, and it's crazy that during my fast I barely thought about these things. They barely weighed in my mind. Stress barely weighed in my mind, and I was able to really see things for what it is. We talk about how food is energy, and how food also heavily affects the way we think. So, if you want to eat animals, understand that you're consuming their energy. You're consuming part of, these are animals that have been that's in fear before they're slaughtered. So, what type of emotions you think you embody? Um, and when you eat life, you feel life. But when you abstain from eating, you get in touch with the true self. You get in touch with your true emotions. You get to navigate your thoughts with more clarity instead of overthinking, because there is a difference. All right. Um, you know, it's funny how shout outs to at human Timothy. I gave him props in my last video because he's a big motivation for me during this fast. He said one thing. He said, when you're fasting, people tell you, oh, you look skinny, you look skinny, you look skinny, but all people want to do is self project their self image onto you. And we have this norm where, I guess being overweight ain't a problem, or not being skinny is like an issue. And it's like, where did this come from? Like, don't let people self project their self image onto you when if you choose to start this journey. All right. Another thing I wanted to point out is that if you're gonna do what I did, water fast and dry fast a couple of days in it, if you're gonna water fast, sip your water from morning till night. If you're gonna dry fast, dry fast. Don't do what I did a couple of days, like, because it got to a point where after I dry fasted for his first 2 days, my body kind of got used to saying like, okay, forget water and food, I'm good. Like, my body got used to that. So when it was a day that I chose to purposely water fast, I wasn't drinking as much water. So guys, if you're gonna water fast, water fast. If you're gonna dry fast, dry fast. Don't be in the middle with it. Um, there's just like so much on this journey. It's hard to touch on everything sometimes. But today, August 1st, the new moon happened during this journey, and your boy picked up some good old coconuts. I don't know if it's because I'm weak, but I was over here chopping these things up and I was getting exhausted, y'all. I'm like, yo, after a good week of getting a good week and a half maybe of getting fruits back into my system, with today being the first day, I can't wait to get back to working out. And I decided I'm not messing with weights no more. Straight calisthenics. Like, everything about me wants to be supernatural now. I feel like this fast has accelerated my discipline to another level. Like, I live with my mother, my brother, and listen, I don't think nobody in the world cook better than my mother. And I've withstanded all type of smells of her cooking. My brother has brought in food, and to be able to deny that and smell it, or watch him eat and watch them eat, discipline at an all-time high. And that discipline is only gonna transpire into different things I do. You can't choose what you want to be disciplined with. Either you're disciplined or not. So that's another thing. But I want to speak about breaking your fast. So originally I was gonna probably break my fast today with mango. I had a conversation with somebody, and they told me that might be a little too heavy. And I understand you want to break your fast. The most ideal thing is to break your fast with high content water fruit, watermelon, melons, So, but I was told, and I've also seen before, people break their fast with coconut water. And not only is that so nourishing for the system, but I moved my bowels about 3 times in a span of 2 weeks. So there's stuff that still probably needs to get out. And if I've continued to fast it, continue to dry fast it, some parasites or whatever may have came out in its own. But like I said, this is a journey. There's things that stay in us for years, guys, and that's why I urge you to really be educated on what you eat and what it does to the system, because people are out here walking with parasites that have been in their bodies for years, literally years. There's people that have been specializing in detox, and they're still getting things out a year or 2 years later. How crazy is that? Because these materials harden and they stick to our intestines, and they cause all type of problems. I didn't even notice it until I was fasting, and somebody left a comment on my Instagram post and said, yo, your skin is radiant. And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, for a while I was having a whole bunch of issues with razor bumps and just bumps on my face. Like, I never really had an acne issue, but it was just like annoying bumps. And it was like, bumps in the facial area. And I like doing videos a lot. But I noticed, like, 1 week into fasting, I'm like, my face is clear. My face is clear. My skin is clear. And that's because, we're just going back to the body being able to breathe. The body being able to heal itself. I think people don't understand the reason why they get tired after they eat. Oh, man, that meal was good. I just caught the itis. You caught the itis because if we understood how much energy it took to break down food, then we would understand why it's good to eat at certain times and why it's good to portion our meals at certain times. All right? So, you don't want to eat a whole full course meal. You're about to go into an athletic event. You're about to go into something that you need energy. Your body's going to be wasting so much energy trying to process all this food. Now, if you're somebody that's intermittent fasting, you're somebody that's on a juice fast, water fast, all this energy is being conserved for healing. If you're not exerting into other things and you're resting, like I said, you should be. But, I didn't even plan to do a 2-week fast, but this is the craziest part about it. Like, I plan to do a 3-day water fast and walk myself into this transition into this journey just like I urge everybody, encourage everybody else to do when they ask me questions. And it's ended up being a 2 week fast. You know, my mother is so like concerned about my health, and she sees me being skinny and stuff. But the funny thing about it is, you know, she does her little religious spiritual fast when she go back to Africa. But when I fasted, it was hard to see the reasons why. And I just think that's a problem with our mindsets. You know, things that are natural, we've been taken away from the mindsets, and we can't even question them. We just look at them funny. You know, people don't even realize, like, certain animals, when they don't feel well, they stop drinking and they stop eating. They refrain from eating because they naturally understand that they need to let the body heal itself. When you're coughing out mucus or you have a cold or whatever, we're taught that you need medicine. But that's actually whatever that's not supposed to be in your body getting out your body. So, you know, we just live in a whole backwards ass world. And, you know, in order to learn, you got to unlearn. You know, if you're not out here trying to unlearn and really get to the bottom of the things that's been engraved to your subconscious since you were younger, then, you know, you might be lost for a while. Or just like, I know they say ignorance is bliss, but that's a little funny quote for me, guys. So, I'm actually jumping from this fast into another fast. All right? You know, I wanted to get some watermelon today, but, you know, I live in the Bronx, New York. If you're trying to get seeded watermelon around here, you better have a plug. Because, you know, I'm Mr. Vegan and I don't got one. But, at least from a market, I should say. But my watermelon plug will be available tomorrow. So, I'm jumping from this water fast right into a watermelon fast. Alright? Probably going to be eating watermelon for about a week. A week plus, I don't know. It's probably going to be a little while. At least maybe close to 4 weeks until I start eating cooked food again. And I'm really changing the whole way I eat now. You know, I was a vegan, but you know, I still dibbled and dabbled with foods I shouldn't have been eating that aren't the healthiest. I didn't have the hugest intake of fruits all the time. I didn't have the huge intake with my veggies all the time. You know, loved eating so much starch and rice. Oh my God, the rice, which is not healthy for us, you know. I ain't gonna say it's gonna kill you having it every once in a while, but if you just eating rice and you just filling your body up with starches, guys, it's not gonna provide optimal health. So I'm like, this fast has got me so motivated to start really being lazy in the kitchen. And speaking about lazy, one of the reasons I've been lazy is because I had a crazy smoking habit that I'm so proud of myself, and I'm feeling so accomplished that sometimes I lose count. I'm about 23 days, about to be a month, no marijuana. And I've seen how active that's made me. I've seen how it's affected my health. I've seen how it's affected my energy levels. Even though my energy fluctuated on this fast, you know, I know once I start eating and, you know, continue to not smoke marijuana, like, I'm just going to be so active with everything I need to do. I'm an entrepreneur and I take on a lot, so I need to be organized and on top of my stuff. And for a while, I had so much things on the back burner. I got used to chilling so much. And when you don't smoke, you know, it's not that easy to chill. Because when you're sober, you remember the things that you're supposed to be doing. You know? It was a journey to get off, but I'm off. So, like, that habit also had me so lazy to do things like, you know, properly meal prep, get creative and try new recipes online. Because, you know, for you smokers out there, y'all know everything seems like a huge task to you guys. Like, you know, so hold on, guys. Let me just fix this right here. So yeah, you know, during my fast, I follow a bunch of excellent, brilliant, creative vegan chefs on Say Yes. And, you know, there was days I was just scrolling through my phone like, oh my God, man, I can't wait till I'm back making meals again, because I'm going to be messing it up with all these recipes. I can't believe I wasn't trying out these recipes before. these chickpea chicken nuggets and these coconut crab meat tacos and just all the stuff these alkaline pastas, all the stuff I've been seeing. Like I'm so motivated and inspired to really get it popping in the kitchen now. All right, so you know what? I was gonna wait till the end of this video, but I'm gonna have to just break this fast while we talking. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna just leave this right here, so y'all know what this is, you know. I've been smelling everything. It don't matter what it is. Yeah, I've been smelling it. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for this. You know, I patiently waited. You know, I've learned what it is to not have this. There's people around the world that don't have access to this. You know, there's people around the world that have no choice but to fast because they don't have no access to food. So, you know, I can't even explain how thankful I am for this. But guys, I gotta go ahead and, you know, experience how this feels to taste something like this again. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Can you believe I used to say I didn't like coconut when I was little? And this is like one of my mother's favorites. When we went last time we was in Nigeria last summer, she had my cousins running up trees, chopping these off daily, like, you know, getting fresh coconut water. I'm like, I'm good. You know why? I was like, I'm good, because I was so attached and addicted to sugary foods, to you know, at that time I was a pescatarian. I was still eating fish. I was still eating a bunch of heavy starches. I didn't have, you know, I was still transitioning. I was still vegetarian, still pescatarian, still, you know, studying health. But I don't think we understand how attached we are to the foods that have been given to us when we were young. If your parents raised you as a vegan, then you would be a vegan. If your parents didn't think twice about the food they gave you when you were young, most likely you're not gonna think twice about the shit you eat. All right? And you know, oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Breaking your fast, guys. You know, I was recommended by somebody, a good friend, a good social media friend. You know, they recommended that, like, hey, you know, you should ease into it with coconut water. Now, I didn't wanna get no boxed coconut water. I needed as fresh and natural as possible. And it was raining today. Right when I was about to go out and get some watermelon or find some fruit from these fruit stands, because I like getting my fruit from the fruit stands in the streets instead of supermarkets. And you know, it started raining. I'm like, are you serious? Because these guys are probably not even going to be outside anymore. They probably packed up all the fruit in their vans and they bounced. But yo, God is good. At first I said, you know, I'm gonna just get some grapes from the supermarket. The supermarket ended up not having no seeded grapes. And I said, on my way back home, one of my stands was open. They had some coconuts. I said, let me get 5 of them bad boys, all right? And this right here is just touching my soul. And this is like the pre-break fast, because I'm actually, you know, getting into the watermelon tomorrow. Gonna have some red and some yellow watermelon. I'm trying yellow watermelon for the first time. So yeah, guys, this is a beautiful journey, man. It's a beautiful journey. I can't wait to do another fast. I can't wait to see just my experience on how this fruit fast is gonna be. You know, one of the healthiest ways to eat is mono fruit fasting, guys. You know, if you ate grapes for the whole day, and the next day you just ate watermelon for the whole day, and the next day you just ate pineapple for the whole day, or just 2 fruits for the whole day, that's like the healthiest way to eat, because not only is fruits the optimal food for us, you know, everything leads back to us being frugivores. However, you know, it's the easiest food to digest. So if you're just eating that 1 fruit a day, you know, your body's just easily digesting that, taking what it needs. One thing a lot of us don't know is that we have to be mindful of our gaps between eating fruits and eating processed meals, because it can create acid in the body. So if you're gonna eat fruits at 12, you want to wait like till later in the evening to have your processed meal. Let those fruits digest first. Try not to have fruits with your processed meals. So that's just something for you guys if you didn't know. But thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm having such a euphoria right now. 2 weeks, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what the body could do. There's days, but don't get it twisted, y'all. I hope y'all don't think I was just sitting here like, I need some food, I'm gonna go crazy. Guys, there was days like, the majority of the time, like once I got past like day 3, I wasn't tempted unless I was like around food, or like I seen something that stimulated me visually. Like, don't think I was over here like, you know, grabbing my rib cage like, oh my goodness. Like, guys, it wasn't like that. The body gets used to what you want it to get used to, and it definitely doesn't mind if you don't put food in it, because you're letting it breathe. My kidneys started filtrating, guys. I'm gonna make a separate video. I didn't want to incorporate in this video. I have my urine results. I have lymph in there. You know, I talk about the lymphatic system and how our kidneys and adrenal glands are the system, is our sewer system in our body, and we have this liquid in our system called lymph, and that's the bacteria. So you have detoxing, you know, different ways, and you know, you guys probably are familiar with, excuse me, you guys are probably familiar seeing, you know, people detox and get parasites out their bodies, but you know, you have to focus on filtrating the kidneys. And once once you're urinating and you're seeing this sediment and you're seeing the lymph inside your urine, then you know your body's definitely cleansing. All right, if you're just water fasting and your pee is just clear, then you know it ain't really doing nothing yet. You need to see sediment. You need to see this lymph coming out. You guys look up Dr. Robert Morse, Dr. Robert Morse, Morse, you know, for further details on lymphatic system. That's also something I'm gonna elaborate on some more, so you guys could properly understand the body and how it detoxes itself. But thank you, God. Oh my God. You know, it's funny because I went from water fasting, then the first day I dry fasted. The first day I dry fasted was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But it's like, you go from drinking water and not even appreciating the water like that, right? Then take the water away and you're like, oh man, I could use some water right now. Like, so it's just funny how, you know, you have to detach from things to appreciate sometimes. You have to have things taken away from you to appreciate. But yeah, guys, if you're gonna fast, please break your fast with high content water food. Please do not break your fast with a whole meal. Please don't do that to yourself, guys, because that's how you can harm yourself. Our stomachs are like muscles, so you know, they decrease in size a bit when we're fasting, depending on how long you're fasting. So imagine your body's just getting these toxins out, you're flushing it with water, you know, and then you just throw a bunch of BS in there, a bunch of oils in there, and grease, and whatever it may be, you know, a lot of proteins, no fiber. Like, guys, this is gonna set your system on a uproar. And that's how a lot of people, you know, they have negative results with fasting, because the way they broke their fast. You want to go into your break your fast slow and steady. Slow and steady is the best way to break your fast. Me drinking this coconut water right now is like, this coconut juice is like everything to me right now. You know, I'm so grateful for this. So tomorrow when I have watermelon, I'm probably gonna. That's one food. That's gonna be one major food gasm. I'm having a food gasm right now. So oh my goodness. My system is saying thank you, thank you, thank you for flushing, for putting more. Thank you for putting something nutritious in us. First day getting back in the groove, you know. But you know, I really want to thank everybody on this journey. Best believe this ain't the last. There's so many more. This is the way of life. This is the way of life. I'm thinking about water fasting or dry fasting. Eat one day a week, like every Sunday dry fasting or something. Excuse me. Slow and steady, y'all. I'm telling you, slow and steady. The body need to work its way back into it. You know, juicing is a great way to work your way back into it. Like I'm obviously drinking a liquid right now, so orange juicing, grapefruit juice. You know, these acidic fruits to help continue the detox process that your system is probably already going through. You feel me? Oh, I feel this stuff going to work. I already feel, you know, I already feel some vibrations in the tummy already. But you know, I didn't want to make this video too long, but I just really want you guys to really grasp the concept and understand how big this fasting thing is, and how it could just enlighten you on so many different levels, physically, mentally, spiritually. For you guys on a spiritual path, you know, fasting is probably not anything new to you, but I can say from my experience fasting, you know, my synchronicities with angel numbers has been through the roof. And it's just confirmation with the universe letting me know, Boro, you are on the right path. You are doing what you're set. You're getting close. You're on your purpose. You know, you're learning to detach yourself to get to know yourself. I think people don't really understand what it means to know themselves. You know, so another great thing about this fast is helped me to look at unhealthy foods like smell good, but I don't want that in my body. Like, it used to be easy for me to put whatever in my body at a certain time, but I can't do that to myself no more. Can't treat my temple like that no more. So, you know, I can't wait till y'all see what else we have, you know, in store with Say Yes. Can't wait till y'all see, you know, the future fast where we're gonna go on. I can't wait to see the future meals we're gonna prepare. Like, you know, this health thing is a way of life, and if you're not focused on your health, you know, you're really a step behind, because you have all the resources in the world right now to learn and to, you know, get access to what you need. Like I said, there's people around the world that don't have the knowledge or the access to stuff if they did have the knowledge. Yo, this stuff is the real deal Holyfield right now. Look at this glass. Look how good that look right there. Crazy, y'all. Crazy, y'all. So, yo, peace and love to everybody who's been with me on this journey. Peace and love to everybody who supported. Peace and love to all the people on my Instagram that was just, you know, rooting me on, sending advice, giving me their inspiration from their experiences. You know, I'm so humbled by the fact that I've helped give people inspiration. Like, extremely humbled. And like, there's no joy in the world, there's no joy that's better than helping other people. Knowledge is love. So when I give knowledge, you know, that's just showing my people that I love them. And just to see that they reciprocate it and it's helping them in their life, like, it's literally no better joy. Overwhelmed with joy. So I love y'all, man. You know, stay tuned. If you like this video, if you want to engage, make sure to comment, and please make sure to subscribe, because you need these health tips in your life. All right, make sure you follow us on Instagram too for for daily related posts. All right. I love y'all, family. Peace out.